Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
So today we are going to learn about note taking with Cornell method. There are so many ways to take note, and it is helpful to try out different method in a different situation, whether you are learning online or in person. Research shows that taking note by hand is more effective than typing on a laptop because a physical act of writing can help you remember better than just listening or reading. And now I want to ask you a question. Do you often find it difficult to review your lecture note before an exam?
Yes,
Yes.
I usually get confused because my note is messy. And I also took a lot of notes, but I don't know what they say.
That's right. We often write a lot, but we don't know what the main points are. The problem is, note taking is not just about writing fast, but it is about processing information. And now I'm going to give you one of the effective methods to processing information and facilitating retrieval, that is Cornell method. This method is force you to take note, then summarize them, and most importantly is test yourself. Before we start, I will explain what the Cornell method is. So Cornell note-taking method is a structured and systematic note-taking technique designed to help students organize, review, and summarize lecture or reading material effectively. This method was created by Professor Walter Polk of Cornell University in the 1950s. And then this is the template or example of this method. First, you can write your title here, and then all actual notes from the lecture go into the main notes, and then the smaller column on the left, you can write your key point or question, or you can think of this section is for recording hints and prompts about the material. And then the last one at the bottom of the page, you can write your summary here or breakdown of the main point from a text. Do you get it?
Yes.
So next is what kind of notes are considered effective. The quality of note is measured by their function. Notes are effective if 1. You can pass the recite test, that is, the cues are strong enough to trigger your understanding without looking at the notes. And then the second one, the summary is self-contained, that is, it gives you a big picture of the material in just 1 or 2 sentences without having to reread the entire page. The standard is clarity and trigger strength. Next is, there is also advantages and disadvantages of using this method. First one is advantages. Point 1, organized structure. The layout fosters an organized and retrieve information later. And then the second one is enhanced recall. The question column provides a quick way for self-testing and memory reinforcement. And then next is summary skill. Writing summaries encourages synthesis and evaluation, making the process not just about capturing information, but understanding it. And then the last one is review friendly, because it is so structured. Reviewing your notes is a breeze. And then there is also the disadvantages. There is just one disadvantage of this method, that is not visual or not ideal for visualizing information or for subjects that require diagrams.
I'm afraid some of you may have relaxed too much.
And now let's go straight to the practice. I will give you an instructional video about plagiarism, and please taking note with this method. And now I will give you a sheet of paper, and please draw it like a template. Like this, please. Finished?
Done.
Let's just start the video.
I'm afraid some of you may have relaxed too much and didn't actually write your own papers. In fact, I believe a certain few of you took almost everything right off the internet.
Worried you might be him? Then you should definitely keep watching. Hi, I'm Jessica from Stripper, here to help you achieve your academic goals. Plagiarism is when you use someone else's words or ideas without crediting the source and pass it as your own. It's okay to use others' words and ideas, but you have to cite them. Committing plagiarism might save you time for a short while, but it comes at a high price. Depending on your institution's rules and the type of plagiarism, you might fail your course or even get suspended or expelled from your university. And no one wants that, right? Let's talk about 5 types of plagiarism you might encounter. Although they differ in severity, it's still not acceptable to commit any kind of plagiarism. And plagiarism checkers like Turnitin can detect all of them very easily. Verbatim plagiarism, also known as copy and paste plagiarism, as its name suggests, is when you directly copy and paste text from a source without citing the author. If you want to use an author's exact words, you need to quote the original source by putting it in quotation marks and include an in-text citation. Check out our video on how to quote. Imagine a patchwork. You take different pieces of cloth and make it into a whole. That's exactly what patchwork or mosaic plagiarism is. You copy phrases and ideas from different sources and put them together to create a new text. In order to piece the different texts together nicely, this kind of plagiarism often includes some paraphrasing. It also requires a little more effort than the rest. So if you're already putting in the effort anyways, might as well completely avoid it. If you need a little help on paraphrasing, I got you. Click this video here. Paraphrasing plagiarism is the most common type of plagiarism, so pay extra attention. It's completely okay to paraphrase, but just because you rewrote it in your own words doesn't make the idea yours. So remember to give credit and cite the original source. Global plagiarism is when you take someone else's work entirely and use it as your own. That includes if you find a text online and submit it as your own, but also if you get someone to write your essay for you, like her.
But this is the exact same paper, word for word, that you can buy for $15 on turnpaper.com. It even has the same title and footnotes.
Maybe they copied my paper.
This is one of the most serious type of plagiarism, as it involves deliberately and directly lying about the authorship of a work. So don't even think about it. You can also commit plagiarism by reusing the work you've previously submitted. This is called self-plagiarism. So no turning in a paper you've already submitted for another class or recycling ideas developed from previous assignments. Just because it's your own work, it still counts as academic dishonesty because you've already gotten credit for the work. Woohoo! Now you're ready to move on to how to avoid
Finished, guys?
Yes.
Now do not touch your main column again. Your focus is shift to the left column. And please write 2 or 3 questions that you got in the video. I give you 2 minutes. And now I will ask you to pair up and try to test each other question. If you can answer, that means the information is correct. I give you 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Mesti mana ni?
We finished, guys?
Finish.
And now for the final step, please write 2 or 3 sentences about the most important thing you got in the video to ensure that you truly understand about the material.
Okay.
You can write in the bottom column.
Okay.
And now I will ask you to read your summary in front of class, one by one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Plagiarism is the act of taking someone else's work without proper citations, leading to severe academic and professional repercussions such as failing grade or explanations.
Okay, good job, Devika.
Okay.
Next.
Okay, so I think the 2 types of text-based plagiarism are verbatim. That means direct copy without quotes. And patchwork, it means mixing and slightly changing copy-paste, but requiring accurate citation.
Okay, good job. Next.
Other forms of plagiarism include failing to cite paragraphs ideas, taking an entire work global, and raising your own peer work without permission. This is self-plagiarism.
Okay, good job. The last one.
Okay. So, effective prevention requires strict adherence to citation rule, which is use quote to direct citation, cite every non-original idea, including paraphraser, and ensure all new submission are original work.
Okay, thank you. Good job, everyone. And now I'm going to give you feedback about your summarize. For Devita, your note is excellent in capturing the core definition and major sequence. The 2 column and summary are concise and accurate, demonstrating a strong grasp and the topic. For Azia, your explanation very clear. The distinction between verbatim and patchwork plagiarism is effectively explained in the note-taking area. The summary successfully highlights the key points, including the most common unintentional type. And for Naya, your summary is accurately identify the define 3 more complex type of plagiarism, that is paraphrasing, global, and self-plagiarism with precise detail. The 2 column, this is excellent key question. And the last one for Aldi, your comprehensive and practical does not successfully outline the critical prevention rules, especially the 3 mandatory citation rules and the advice on avoiding self-plagiarism. This is a great action-oriented set of 1 notes. Okay guys, any question?
I think enough.
If not, then I will ask you. So, okay, now let's start to answer the quiz question together. You ready?
Yes.
Question number 1. What is the sequence of steps in the Cornell method? C.
B.
C.
Okay, C. I think C.
Okay, that's right. That's right, that's C. Question number 1. What is the purpose of bottom column in the Cornell method?
Summary C.
C.
That's right. Next.
James.
That's right, that's right. No, that's not.
MBG.
This one?
PB.
That's right.
B.
Then bisa. So,
Four.
that's right.
Minus.
That's right. Last one. Okay. That's right. Good job, everyone.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Good job, everyone. That all of you can answer the question, which means you have understand about all of the material, and I hope you can apply this material in the future. And with that, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oh,